92% of people who buy self-help books never finish them. And of the 8% who do, most still don't change anything. Atomic Habits has sold over 20 million copies. 20 million. So either the book isn't working or people are reading the wrong part. Here's what I found. There are exactly 4 ideas in this book that actually move the needle. The rest is packaging. Most people highlight the packaging and skip the engine. By the end of this video, you'll know which 4 to steal. And the one thing Clear himself quietly did that he never puts front and center. James Clear isn't a psychologist or a neuroscientist. He's a guy who got hit in the face with a baseball bat at age 15. Spent years rebuilding himself through tiny routines and then obsessively studied why some habits stick and most don't. That's his credibility. Lived proof, not a lab. In 2025, this book matters more than when it launched. Here's why. Attention is now a commodity being strip-mined from you 24/7. Your phone, your feed, your notifications, all of it is designed by billion-dollar teams to hijack your behavior. Atomic Habits is essentially a counter hack, a way to architect your own behavior before someone else does it for you. The one thing most people get wrong, they read this book looking for motivation. They want to feel inspired. But Clear's whole argument is motivation is a lagging indicator. It comes after behavior, not before. Waiting to feel ready is the trap. The system is the exit. That reframe alone is worth the read. But there are 4 more ideas underneath it that almost nobody actually applies. Let's go. Cheat code number 1, the 1% illusion. Tiny improvements compound into massive results, but only if you are measuring the right thing. Clear uses the famous 1% better everyday math. 1.01 to the power of 365 equals 37. You become 37 times better in a year. People hear that and think, great, I'll just do tiny things. The cheat code is what he says 3 pages later. Your results are a lagging measure of your habits. Your bank account is a lagging measure of your financial habits. Your fitness is a lagging measure of your movement habits. This means you will not see results for weeks or months, even when the habits are working. Clear calls this the valley of disappointment. Most people quit right before the curve goes vertical. Real world application for Monday morning? Pick one metric in your life that feels stuck. Don't try to change the outcome. Instead, identify the daily input that drives it and track only that input for 30 days. Not the result, the rep. Surprising fact, research from University College London found it takes an average of 66 days for a new behavior to become automatic, not 21. You've probably given up at day 22, thinking something was wrong with you. Nothing was wrong. You were just early. Next up, rethink every goal. Cheat code number 2. Goals are for losers. Every winner and every loser has the same goal. So goals don't explain success. Systems do. Think about it. Every athlete at the Olympics wants to win the gold. The goal is identical. What separates them is the daily system. The training structure, recovery protocol, feedback loop. The goal is just the direction. The system is the vehicle. When you achieve a goal, you feel good temporarily. When you build a system, it keeps producing results even after you stop thinking about it. Here's how to use this Monday. Take one goal, rewrite it as a system. Instead of read more books, write read 1 page every night before my phone charges. A study found that people who planned when and where they would exercise were 91% more likely to do it. The system, not the intention, did the work. The system, not the intention, did the work. Coming up, the insight that explains Why your environment is smarter than your willpower. Cheat code number 3, environment design. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your environment. Clear cites a stunning study. When the US military studied heroin use in Vietnam, 35% were addicted. After returning home, 95% quit without rehab. The environment changed. The environment changed, the cue disappeared, the habit collapsed. Your habits are not a reflection of your character. They are a reflection of your context. The mechanism. Every habit has a cue. If the cue is in your environment, the habit will fire automatically. So instead of fighting the habit, fight the cue. Make the bad cue invisible. Make the good cue obvious. Want to practice guitar? Leave it on the stand in your living room. Friction is the enemy. Reduce it. Reduce it. And this leads directly to the most underused idea in the whole book. One more cheat code. And this one almost nobody talks about. Cheat code number 4, the 2-minute rule. The purpose is not to build a 2-minute habit. It's to master the art of showing up. It sounds like a trick for children. It's not. It's a behavioral principle called the Zeigarnik effect. Incomplete tasks create cognitive tension. Once you start, you'll often finish. But there's a deeper layer. The 2-minute version of your habit is calibrating your identity, not your output. Every time you show up, you cast a vote. Every time you show up, even for 2 minutes, you cast a vote for the person you are becoming. Miss twice and you are casting votes against yourself. Whatever habit you've been putting off, define the 2-minute version right now. Not go to the gym, but put on gym clothes. The gateway behavior is the whole game. Cheat code number 5, identity-based habits. The most effective way to change your behavior is to change your story about who you are. Outcomes, processes, identity. Outcomes, what you get. Processes, what you do. Identity, what you believe about yourself. Atomic Habits works at layer 3, and that's the unlock. If you say, I'm trying to quit smoking, you're a smoker resisting. But if you tell yourself, I'm not a smoker, the behavior aligns automatically. Identity leads, behavior follows. Identity leads, behavior follows. Every evening this week, write one sentence. Today, I acted like someone who it proves you are. This is worth more than any 30-day challenge. Honest moment. Atomic Habits has one real blind spot. It assumes you know what habits you actually want. Clear's system is exceptional at getting you from A to B. The problem? Many don't know what B is. They're struggling with direction, not execution. It hands you a perfect engine without asking where you want to drive. Pick the destination first. Before you design a single habit, spend 20 minutes answering this. What does a life I'm proud of actually look like in 5 years? Then work backward into behaviors. Clear's system will get you there. If you do nothing else after watching this, do this. Tonight, before you sleep, write down one identity sentence. I am someone who, not a goal, an identity. Then write the smallest possible behavior that proves it. One sentence. 2 minutes max. That's it. That's the whole book in a daily practice. The ones who change made it smallest. If this gave you an edge, the full book is worth it, especially chapters 6 and 13. Links in the description. Subscribe for one cheat code every week. No fluff. See you there.